So our bus is currently out of fuel, and there's a bunch of zombies coming in to try and kill us. So we have to get fuel to top it up and get out of here, but that doesn't mean we can't collect loot on the way. And if we take out enough zombies, then we get a supply drop. So the crate crashes down, we open it up, and we get goodies inside, like some extra backpack slots or a bicycle pump. Increase weapons damage by 15%, and increases bullet size for ranged weapons, like our gun. So we just add that right here, and we can just barely fit it with the gun being selected. So the bullets are slightly bigger and they hit harder. And we'll just keep going for more loot, looking through all the trucks and cars that are here, because some of them do have fuel inside. And our radar does tell us what things actually do have loot. Ooh, and there's a shiny chest there. Give me this. More loot and an SMG, wow. And another level up. The things that we're looting from the map will have to wait until we're out of here before we can use them, but we can use the supply drops right away. Also, the stuff that we loot is broken, so that's where the scrap up here is coming in. Oh, but now we can get a revolver, a new weapon, but we won't be able to activate it with the bicycle pump, so why don't we get a backpack up here for just a little extra space. So I think it worked best if we put it up like that. That'll work well enough. Now, it looks like there's a lot of loot down to the bottom and left. So we just gotta keep going down the road here like we do. And sure enough, there's a chest right there and some more fuel. We are starting to get pretty far away from the bus, and there are new zombies showing up that are a little charge happy. They are quite dashing, if you will. Oh, but there are also some chests over here that we can open with some goodies inside, like canned food that will restore HP. Oh, and here's some shoes that actually matches the one that we have already. On dash and on trigger, leave a fire trail with a chance to burn enemies. And they're also inflatable, which is also something that the bicycle pump can use. I like this idea. So now a bicycle pump is affecting both of them. So now when we dash, there's a fire trail. And I think we're as low on the map as we can get. So I think it's time to circle back and hopefully get some more fuel pieces and the baseball bat. Some melee weapons, very nice. There's a lot of loot around here. Hopefully it's enough fuel. And there we go, we have enough fuel so we can return to the bus. But we might as well stop for some more loot on the way, even as we are getting a little bit into overtime, so the enemies are gonna get more and more dangerous. And now our bus is on the other side of this wall, so that's kind of annoying to get through. Can't even get through it, we gotta go all the way around it. Well, there's more loot on the way, but the zombies are starting to get a little clustered, so it's a good thing we can dash right through that barricade. Ow, it took a bite. And there's all the loot points that we got from killing zombies on the way down, so we can probably get another level up before we leave. Just gotta, survive a little bit better. Dash right to the crate, open it up, another bicycle pump, and also a sawed-off. Why do we take the revolver and get a second weapon that can also be boosted by the bicycle pump? And there's a big guy there that just spat something gross, but we fuel up the bus and then we get away. So now we can actually go through the loot and add it to our stuff. Like these backpack slots here, that'll be good. Just getting them all decorated as such, and then the rest of these, which are all broken, so it's a good thing we have a few pieces of scrap. And we can also sell the ones that we don't care about, like the melee weapons. And then if we repair this pistol, we can actually merge it with the one that we already have to level it up. Same with the shoes. Everything is good there, and then the revolver as well. So the revolver is blue rarity, but having two different weapons also takes up all of our hand slots. So we can't really use things like the SMG or the shotgun here, but that might be okay, because there's also all the stuff that we can get around the weapons, like fireworks and lighters, so we can repair that and put it with the revolver, sure. Same with the fireworks, but I think we also need to reorient some things here. So if we put the bicycle pump here, then we can arrange some of these things like so, or like this. There we go, now the firework is hitting both of the guns. Then you go right there. All of those are affected. And we are also completely out of scrap, so let's just sell the big weapons that we have. We'll keep the revolver in case we get a second one, but we can repair the fireworks here and then level that up. So now it's a 30% chance to explode with more damage. And then we proceed to the next destination, which is a bigger map size, but not as much loot or fuel. This might take a bit. Good thing we're beefed up, but we're at the bottom of the map here, so let's go over here. Another wall that we have to eventually get around to go over there. That's annoying. But the explosions are triggering, which is very good. Another crate here, more beans, or whatever the canned food is. It does look like some of the zombies are dropping fuel more often, so that's a relief. But let's see what we get from this crate here. We could definitely use some more backpack space, so that can go right up there. Still gotta fill it with stuff though. The good news is we can keep the population down pretty well with our guns, but we are starting to get to nighttime again, so let's be a little careful here. Almost have enough fuel. Open up this crate here. Ooh, a vacuum. For 15 seconds, pull every lootable towards you. Oh, that's huge. Give us more level ups and more fuel. That's enough fuel. Awesome. Oh, the start is not a weapon. That's kind of surprising. Increase the attack rate. I do like this idea, and it can mark a few weapons. Beautiful. We actually have another level up coming in with all the loot. That's awesome. Another shoe. Increases movement speed. Can we actually equip this? It looks like we can. But what does it mark? Triggerable items, which is nothing that we have. Well, we can still take the movement speed, as there is a lot of loot right in front of us. More backpack space. Now let's try to dash through these guys to get the loot, and it looks like we did. There is a lot of chargers. Ow, that guy actually reached us. It's so rude. But there's also more loot over here. Can't get away from the loot. But now there's also a public pool here that we have to get around, so let's go up this way. I've trained enough zombies in my day, but of course there's more level up rewards. We can easily get to it though. Ooh, extra magazines. Increases range attack rate and clip size, but increases reload duration. Well, I'll still take it. Now, can we get it going on both of these guns? I'm not sure that we can. It's also just kind of an awkward spot. Well, here, we can move the lighter to this gun, and then you get the extended magazine. That works for me. I would certainly like another vacuum cleaner, but I'll take the health. Back to the bus, fill it up right before that guy charges, ideally. Oh, not quite, but we still made it. Oh, and we have a really weird backpack piece here. Why don't we put that over there? And then you can go right there, and we can repair both of these things to level up the dart and the fireworks. Actually, we need one more firework, so why don't we leave this here? Or we can add chance to this one, so that is a total of 50% chance. Another SMG, let's sell it, and then let's repair this one so we don't have to later. And I do like the sound of more loot. We can pick up fuel pretty easily, and we're already guns blazing, so there are more enemies here already. That's a little concerning, but we're doing okay. Oh, that box just kind of tumbled out of nowhere. Thank you for the health pickup. And it looks like there are some burning enemies that do their own explosions. We should be careful about that. But here's another shiny box. Boxing glove. And another boxing glove. Amazing. It's almost like you need 2 boxing gloves for it to actually be a thing. But we are doing well enough on outpacing the zombies and taking out the ones that get close. I think we should be able to get loot here pretty easily. And there's a jetpack there. Well, it shouldn't matter too much. There's another firework there, so we can level up you. Now, do we merge them both for a 45% chance? Or it's 60% total, but let's do this to save room. And the map size doesn't seem that big this go around, which will probably make it a challenge going back to the bus. And there's another box just rolling out of nowhere. What do you got? More beans. Amazing. But there's also a lot of stuff on the very edge of the world. Ooh, another revolver. Nice. We might be able to level up the one that we have if we can get more revolvers. Oh wow, more beans. I would also like one of those crates to have another vacuum cleaner because that would be amazing. We also are killing enough zombies behind us that some fuel is being left behind. We're probably gonna find plenty more, but let's make this quick. But there is still plenty more loot down below us, which is kind of surprising. We have another level up. Let's search over here quick. Some more scrap, another chest, more fuel. Dash right to the thing, and there's another revolver. But there is a broken one here as well, so we don't necessarily need this one. Let's get the small backpack, just to fill out the room a little bit better. We don't really have enough hands for all the weapons that we're getting. Ooh, but there's a pistol right there. Hopefully we can level up our other one. What is this, dynamite? For the next 30 seconds, every zombie explodes? Oh, I like that idea. That should clear out a crowd, especially as they're getting through the alleyway here. Oh, chain reaction, yes! That is beautiful. Give me all this loot. We could probably level up again. And sure enough, we can. Anything good? There's another pistol and also a grenade. Every 3 seconds and untriggered. Ooh, it's also inflatable. Let's get this guy right in there, and then you can go over here. So we throw out grenades every now and then. Oh, there's a zombie doctor there. Hold on. No. Heal me, or maybe not. Oh, zombies wearing armor too. They're getting a little crazy here. I think we're, whoa, hi there. Hi, big guy. Trying to look at the radar. We're still missing a little bit of fuel, but there's fuel right there, so that's good news. Extra magazines again, very nice. Oh, it took a little more damage there, but there's enough fuel, so let's work our way back. Maybe not getting hit so often. Now I kind of need beans if there's any in here. Oh, there is, good. And the bus is right there. Get me out of here. We made it. Okay, so we have quite a few items here. So the melees, the boxing gloves is a melee weapon thing, so we'll get rid of these. We repair this revolver, we can merge these two and then merge them into the one that we have. We can repair the grenade and level that up. Extra magazine, level up. Very nice, some purple things. There's also a couple of sawed-off shotguns, but do we maybe replace the pistol? I think if we level up the sawed-off shotgun, we'll have a better go of things. So let's repair these ones, merge them, and then replace the pistol here, because we don't have enough hands. In that case, we can sell the basic pistol we have, and then the leveled up one, and then repair this one to hold on to it, and then sell you. Looking pretty good on things. But now we have a middle point that we have to get through before going anywhere else, which has a lot of loot and a lot of fuel, but it's a very small map, so let's be careful here. Ooh, 3 pieces of fuel though, from one thing? That's awesome. Okay, so this is probably going to be a very quick excursion. I like it. Just gotta make sure we're okay. The big guy's down, which is good. The sawed-off is doing very well for us. And so is all of these loot pickups. Okay, this is getting a little full of zombies very quickly. I think we need more grenades thrown out there. Ow, but they're also throwing the crate everywhere. Thank you, healing. Now, please do something good from the airdrop. Oh, another sawed off. Would I be able to merge from the stash here? I hope so. We can at least put it in the stash, which unfortunately we can't interact with anything in the stash. We've also picked up socks somewhere. Interesting. Well, at least we have that in reserve for when we're done here, which at the rate of fuel that we're getting, I think it's gonna be very quick. And we're getting like 2 pieces of loot from every container as well. Open this up. Good, more beans. I don't know why I think it's beans, but it's a magic fruit at least. And that should be all the fuel that we need. Okay, so let's maybe not stick around here so often. Unless there's something good in one of these crates, like a vacuum. Ooh, a level up, just a free level up, that's awesome. And we have beans on standby, very nice. More goodies, more crates being hucked here and there. Just gotta get to this. Another bicycle pump, we can level that up. Sure, so increase 30% damage and more bullet size. Now let's hopefully get a dash back here pretty soon because it's getting a little crowded, but here's the bus. Okay, that got hairy kind of quickly, but we're done there. Oh, look at that, we picked up a helmet. Needs a sticky note on it though. Increases marked ranged weapons damage or attack rate, but also increases spread by 100. Oh, it's one of those troopers. Well, I still want to see if we can make this work, so let's repair it. Merge these shotguns, merge that shotgun, and also socks. Increases the damage and move speed of footwear by 50%. Does not apply to other socks, that's okay. Oh, we actually don't have enough. Now we have enough to repair this, and we can actually get both of the shoes. Now the trooper helmet, we're gonna need to rearrange things for. So let's see, if we have the bike pump up here, we can save a little bit of room, but the helmet takes up a lot of real estate. But thankfully we only have these 2 weapons, so they can both go on one side of it. Now, the only thing I can't figure out is these fireworks, but I think this is gonna do well enough for us. Everything has at least some synergy with something, so nothing's wasted. So we can continue, which there are some roadblocks on the way, and all these places are kind of scarce on loot. We can at least go to Willowshade because it has more fuel and a bigger map size, so at least we can move around. But we stopped at the barricade because we gotta clear the highway. So we go here, and we're slowly clearing it. Let's keep an eye out. Oh, let's actually just hurry up here. At least we're one-shotting these zombies. Ooh, and dynamite, hold on. That's gonna be huge. Yes, chain reactions all day. Okay, so that's one barricade cleared. That is, hold on, there are giant zombies here. What is that about? We'll have to come back to that middle one. Thankfully, the barricade stops a big guy. Why are they supersized? Oh, we also leveled up. That's good news. Although I don't really care for any of these. Let's just take the big one because I think that sells for more. And now we're at the middle barricade. We also gotta fuel up the bus. Oh, that's dangerous. Thankfully, we cleared out the crowd pretty well there. Ow, but we are taking some damage. Okay, we're done. Oh, that's all the fuel, good. Oh wait, hold on. There's still plenty of rewards, and we picked up a vacuum. I didn't even realize. So we can get another level up before we leave here. And another backpack upgrade is going to be very helpful. Let's put you over here, I guess. All right, now we can get out of here. And we actually have 2 of these extra magazines now, but not quite enough to repair both of them. We'll hold on to one, or all of them. And now we can go to our actual destination, which of course already has the giant spitter zombies. It's like a weird mix of things. And the supersized zombies are staying. Oh my gosh, that guy had a huge explosion radius. Good thing we took him out. I'm not a fan of these supersized zombies that we're getting now. Hopefully they are very rare, which there's one right there. If the giant spitters get supersized, then that's gonna be a real problem. Oh, but there's a can of beans right there, lucky. Just gotta get to more loot here, take out more zombies wearing armor. Ow, so rude. There's also that guy that just like gets close and then he runs away. I have no idea what your deal is, but I really don't like you. Shiny box. More loot, large backpack, that's what I'm talking about. And there is plenty more loot up here, so just gotta keep going this way, but the shadows are getting long pretty quick here. And there are certainly a lot more of them. Oh, but we got a vacuum, yes! This should pick up any outlying fuel, and sure enough it did. So now we have enough for the bus, and maybe a level up or 2. But that's also a giant jetpack there. I think we might need to take the health kit, so we can heal for damage after a delay, but there's also not really a good spot to put the health thing while keeping everything else. Well, we can figure that out after we're out of here. So at least we have that. Oh, but of course we got another level up. Gotta get it. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, another lighter. Don't mind if I do. 80% of weapon damage for the burning. And we have a can of beans on standby in case we get a little overrun here. We just gotta work our way through everything, including supersized charger enemies. Ow. But there's also so many goodies over here. More fire shoes, which I keep forgetting I have. Oh dear, took a little bit more damage there. I think we need the beans now. Almost to the bus, I think. Okay, we're close to the bus, but we just gotta fuel it up and get out of here. Okay. I don't like that guy. Don't need giant explosions happening. Oh gosh, and the bus is getting overrun. And the zombies are getting very angry. Oh yikes, oh yikes, oh yikes, oh yikes. Oh, we made it. Wow, just barely. All right, but now we can get more backpack space in here, so you can go up there, you can go right there, just to keep things even. Though I guess we only have 1 pair of these fire shoes, and we need 2. We do have a few socks. If we repair these, can we... Oh, we actually can't merge them. Well, at least we can stack them. So if purple is the highest it can go, then that means we can get rid of these other weapons and other things that are at purple status already. We can keep you and maybe stack more with you if we can figure this out a little bit better. We should actually have these flipped so the grenades trigger on dashes. That works better. And we can actually move the health pack over here and get the dart back in line with these 2. And we should actually be able to move all of this over. That way we can get a 3rd pair of socks in here. So that is a 150% boost to the shoes. That's gonna be good. Oh, I didn't realize that the lighter actually has 2 activation spots. Too bad we can't really do that with the weapons that we have thanks to the helmet. And you know what? Sure, more shoes. Even if they're not stacked with these, we'll expand on this in a little bit. But actually, if we do them vertical like this, then we can do those 2 there like that, and then get you here to at least be triggered by that one. So that kinda works. We definitely need more space to figure this out, so let's just run it. And we only have 2 more areas before this boss encounter. So it's a good thing this map has a lot of fuel, because we're probably not gonna want to spend too much time in these places anymore. Especially with giant, weird bathing suit zombies. I don't even know what to make of that. But we are seeing a lot more supersized zombies on the regular, which is not good. At least they're easy to point out. And we have a supply of beans on the side and the level up right away. Almost right away. We've got another bicycle pump. Actually a second dart. So we can merge these to do even better. Increase attack rate by 60%. As soon as they're reloaded though. Ooh, there's dynamite. Should probably take it and then use it. Now we can thin out the horde behind us. Very well, 290 on that explosion damage. Oh, and that guy is super bulked up. He doesn't just have medieval armor, he's got like modern armor on him. That's a little bit of yikes, but there's a vacuum. Yes! Give me the fuel. And probably also get us somewhere that's easier to stand for the level up. Oh, but of course it's overrun by zombies now. Just gotta work our way around, I think. Taking more damage. But we do have enough fuel, so maybe we just ignore it? But I can't. We're ahead of the horde, so we can circle back around pretty easily, I think. There we go, they left it alone now. Get right over to it, very nice. More fireworks. I think we need more space, and also down below here. That'll let us boost weapons with other things, without needing them on one side of it. Now, ideally, we will get back to the bus before we level up, but we'll just have to see what happens there, because it is getting to be nighttime, and they are getting a little angry as of late. Like that guy there, and that guy there. Thankfully, he went down pretty quickly, and we are out of there. And all we got to show for it is a knife. Well, we're still doing okay. Lots of loot on this next map, but it's a little on the small side. So we just gotta be moving right away. And ow, getting hit already? That's so rude. But there's a can of beans right there. Get another chest, another can of beans. Just gotta hit all the loot points as quickly as possible. Oh, level up. Lots of fuel too. Give me the things. Ow, got hit. Ooh, a scope. Increases range, and it can be triggered. Increase crit chance of all weapons. I do like the idea, but there's only one thing that triggers it, and it would mean putting a scope on a grenade. Not really sure how that works. Let's scope the revolver. So now we have a little bit of distance. Would certainly like a vacuum cleaner, but I do like the health pickups as well, because it seems like we're taking a little more damage, and we are already topped up on fuel. That's kind of surprising, but I do want to explore a little bit up here, just because I do see other goodies. So now we can get some bits of loot, but it's very risky to do so. And there's another one of those bulky armored up guys, but he's done. Okay, a little bit more supplies is what we have, which I like. Ow. That's so rude. It did 1 point of damage? Really? You know what? I will just take my shame and get out of here. So now we get rid of all of these things. We do have more fireworks. I would like that idea. So let's repair both of them, merge, and then stick you here. And then a dart can go right over here as well. All right. Next up is the boss encounter. M King location. I don't even know what that means, but we're here. We still have the can of beans. Hi there. You are something. 50,000 HP, and he's constantly raining down shards of, I don't know what that is. There's a weird mutated mass coming out of that. Is that a fast food joint? Is this supposed to be like the Burger King? There's also enemies coming in from the sides, which isn't good, but we're actually doing pretty well with the boss. He's already halfway dead. Whoa, whoa, ow, but he's doing more there. Why do I keep dashing into it? Need to get away from him. And also probably take that health right away. Ow. Taking a little more damage, but there's more beans right there. And he's also doing more range madness, but at least we can hit him more now. Oh dear. Just gotta, I keep dashing the wrong way. Well, we have leveled up, so maybe we can get something that'll help us out there. Okay, we got to the chest. We can level up our roller skates. That's gonna help. Now, please take care of the boss. I don't want to deal with any explodey boys anymore. There we go, there we go. Oh, we got him! Yes! Throw a dynamite right into the Burger King or whatever that is. And we did it with all the fuel that we need. Now, where's our bus? Down here. We just defeated whatever Burger King that was. We won. That was the first run too. That was awesome. With lots of apples. 102 final apples, which we can bring back to base, and then we can use them down here. We did pick up some duct tape on the way, so we can get a merchant who can appear on the road trip. Some new items. Hey, a large backpack, a drill. Oh, a rifle. Now we're talking. A snake. That's interesting. And there's a bookshelf up here where we can spend apples on things like more loot range to get that leveled up, more max HP, more movement speed, some more attack speed, more crit chance, which I do appreciate even though it's only 1%. Definitely more loot range. We could do one more. Yeah, more loot range. And then we can start to make our way towards more range damage here. And what else is there at this camp? There's a wardrobe, so we can do a different character with a different loadout. He got the revolver and a star, so we can really bring the law to this town or something. Well, I'd say that was quite the fun adventure, but I think we'll leave it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed Deadly Days Road Trip. If you want to see more, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern.